Okay. Alright, hello everyone. It's Saturday night. Playing some Final Fantasy XI. And we're gonna try out some of the new mission content for the Rhapsodies of Vana diel, Chapter 2. Assuming we can get the Xbox to load the game. Here we go. But before we start that, I'm going to get some quick Unity quest out of the way. Just the usual 30 kills that you get every day. And like before, we're going to do that on Corsair, because we're trying to get that up to level 75. Just slow but sure. Oh, he's just a little bit laggy every time the game logs in. And we got 200 login points. Getting closer to the next cipher. Yeah. Need the game to unlock. Changing job. Corsair. Ooh, level 70. Definitely pick up the what pieces of AF2 I have out of storage. Answer's good. Let's see. West. Vanquish multiple enemies. Say hi to your Unity for 500 XP. Just like that. Boba digging we're not going to do. Vanquish multiple enemies we're doing. Vanquish Arcana we're going to pass. No one dead. No plantoids. And multiple small fish we'll eventually do. Logging and stuff with Unity Leader. Okay. So nothing outrageously difficult. Let's go to the Mug Garden. Pick up our Corsair relic equipment. I don't have a full set. I'm pretty sure I don't have a full set. Not that I'm high enough level to even wear a full set yet. But I think there's probably be like a cape or a belt or something. We'll see. Again, assuming the game loads. There we go. Pick up the Flotsam. Actually, the game will freeze. And then unfreeze. Then we'll pick up the Flotsam. Pick it up. Bottle of melon juice. Okay, I'm gonna sell that for a little bit of money. Buy or sell thing. Sell. Do something with those goldfish before the event's over. Alright. Use a house in my milk sack. Yep. I've got the storage slip 6, which is all the relic equipment I've collected. Trade it. Retrieve an item. Gonna be probably on page 7. Assassin's gear, Beastmaster gear, ninja gear, dragon, summoner stuff. Page 6. Here we go. I think this is it. No, this is Blue Mage. It's kind of embarrassing. Okay. Commodore, that's the Corsair relic. Okay, so it looks like we're only missing one piece out of the set. Not too bad. Let's see. So trade the storage slip followed by the blue mage stuff you accidentally picked up. That back in there. Is a belt. Range accuracy +8. That's not too bad. Strength +4. We don't have the boots. And wear the pants in one level. Attack +3, evasion +3, all positive stats. Nothing going, oh my god, but as far as the gloves go, it's going to be level 72. Enhances snapshot effect. Bad that I don't know what snapshot is. Look that up. For the body, should be level 74. Yep, 74. Accuracy, ranged attack, enhances random deal effect. Okay. And then for the head, 75. Yep. Augments phantom roll. Okay. Looks good. So, hop on the dinghy whence I came, which should put me back in the Mog House. Get out of here before it freezes. Go to port. Started a little slow, it's almost 9:10 and we're still in town. Guess we'll have to make up. Point number 2. There we go. Travel to another home point. Current region. Northern, by the entrance. That's right, we did pick up Signet last night before we logged off. Don't chew on that, please. From Northern Sandy, we pick up the Survival Guide. Teleportation Assistance. Rises Alert. Labyrinth of Unzozo. Love how it's at the top of the list there. Wait for the game to unfreeze. There we go. Up and away. Xbox support will be ending in March. I intend to switch to the PC version before then. I've got it installed on a PC. I'm only being difficult by continue playing on the Xbox. I'm trying to get all the achievements. I selected the wrong menu right before it froze. There we go. Trust. So... a Benzio. I don't know if I've done a Benzio before. See what it looks like. Might be a she. It's probably a she. Now, that is a big dude. Alright, we'll do you instead of Gilgamesh. There is a coffin full of heals. Tenzin should be right there. Alright, not so bad. Pick up chapter 4. Read about him. Training. Page 4. Where I find out that there's like 20 people in here leveling tonight. Oh, just me. We're running to camp. Couple dudes. Oh, get unstuck. Alright. Apparently I can't text and drive at the same time. Bum, bum, bum. Every now and then there's a little casket. Not this time. Alright. Doing monk macros. Always forget something. Switch to pirate macros. Air roll. We'll get that done first. Got a 4. Got another 4. Same for a 3. I'm gonna regret this. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Good. I gotta wait 15 seconds for the next Corsair roll. One second. 2, 6. Alright. This time we'll leave it alone. I think I have fought with a Benzio before. This is not completely surprising. I think I just must have been on a lower level job. Way too much damage. Alright, that's 2. 750 XP a kill, not terrible. 12,000. Turn the sound effects back up. We turned them down the other night because of it was driving everyone crazy. There we go. Ooh. Barry's coffin, using that relic weapons bill. I do believe he pulled hate with it. Level 71. Unfortunately, we don't have the feet. We're at 71. Anyway. Oh no. It's the pants at 71. Okay. Means it's gonna be 72. The feet must be 73 then. Okay. Well, no more subligar for Miss Syndicate. Nothing lasts forever. I do think after we take out all these mobs. Do I have the hate? We'll find out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get dismiss a Benzio, pull somebody else up. Not that he's not doing decent damage, he's doing decent damage. It's just more, just takes up too much of the screen. I guess Tenzin has hate. No, it's a Benzio. Again, can't tell that the dude's just so big, taking so much space. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my big plenty friend. We'll always have Berlin Berry Fields. Just magic. Alright, let's just play. I forgot Aldo. That's just a little embarrassing. A wee bit. Force our roll, whereas as soon as you do the pull, it does. By 6, going to me a 5. Works. With Beastman Seal. Never have too many of those. So I was reading up a little bit on the Rhapsodies of Vana diel. We might be stuck through part of it. There's a part where you have to keep going back to Ergen to have a audience with. I've never learned how to pronounce her name. Afmal, the Empress. And we might be on a mission with, because I haven't finished the Ergen missions yet. Let's see. Displaced nobility. Serpent, social graces. I believe it was Puppet in Peril is the one that locks everything up. And it doesn't look like we're on that one, so maybe okay. One way to find out. Some other stuff to do before we get to that, though. was doing that dancing routine. Spinning around. Oh, he stopped spinning. That's good. Alright. Got 13 out of 20, so 17 more kills-ish. Not halfway there yet. Pick up the pace though. Gilgamesh. Nah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll need Gilgamesh for everything. Really? Why? If the hunter aggroes, but I'm gonna wait. See if I can do it without. Otherwise, I just have to run up to him, like I did with the bouncer. Hopefully, this is faster. Yay, parry. Reminds me, what are our combat skills? Marksmanship still needs some throwing. Everything else is capped. Oh yeah, I forgot. Need to unlock some merits. Got so many merit points last night. Put that on the list of things to do. Corsair roll's worn off. Can reapply that as we pull the next goblin. Marksmanship 206. That doesn't cap us, does it? I wouldn't think it would. We have dagger skills at 237. Well above that. Toss. Drop. It was this one time, I was leveling White Mage on Dent. And we were XPing on the Goblin Bouncers and other guys out. It was in the jungle. But it was right outside the zone to Freak's Volcano. And basically the speed with the goblins comes when they drop the bomb and blow themselves up. There was this one time that I guess we had a pop at the camp and it caught us unprepared. My White Mage was geared very crappily. Didn't have enough MP, there was no way that we were going to be able to beat that dude down. So I was like, crap, run for the zone! And the White Mage took off, all in for the zone line, and all the DPS was like, follow the White Mage! I don't think I had re-raise up. It was probably what had something to do with it. And Misa was tanking. It was back when she was still playing. And of course, she's not following, she's holding hate. And as soon as we zone, the goblin ready bomb toss and dropped the bomb. Blew himself up. So like, where'd you guys go? Come back out and she's at critical health, but yeah, got the XP chain out and was like, sorry. 30. Okay. Ooh, 30. I thought I had reapplied Corsair roll. And it must have worn off while I was talking. Got a whopping 3. Alright. Maybe he'll give it. This is a 4, so now we're at 7. The odds are still better than 50-50. That was close. I mean, that's what you were aiming for, right? Maximize that XP per hour. Six more kills. I would like to drop Aldo for Gilgamesh, but the time it takes to summon Gilgamesh, we could easily get another kill. And it's not that Aldo does bad damage. Just Gilgamesh does so much better. One of the downsides, Gilgamesh does the AoE, which is great when you pull a Link. Not so much the rest of the time. Okay, like this, I'm gonna pull a Link. Ready? Might as well get our warp ring ready to go so we can get out of here ASAP. Wow. Wow. Oh, steamrolled. So time with 6 players working together, doing their darndest, couldn't kill something that fast and get that much XP. More. Reminds me, what is the current quest at the moment? Vanquish Amorph. Can't hurt to look. One of those things that if it just so happens to be what you're going after, then that's awesome. If not the end of the world. Alright, let's go with you, Mr. Bouncer. You should be the last one. I pull that hunter off to this side. Maybe for a marksmanship skill. Not gonna hit 72. Not unless this guy drops 9k XP. Ooh. Alright, so we're gonna switch to Monk, and we're gonna head south, head down to Lower Dopefoot's Tower. Zone into there for a cutscene. And I'm not exactly sure how well the text pops up on the screen, so I'm gonna try reading it. My pronunciation of some of the names is less than stellar, so maybe hit and miss. Changing jobs. Main job. There's gonna be a lot of running around, and it kind of makes sense to switch to Thief for the movement speed. Be running around. But my Monk is geared a wee bit better. And I'm more comfortable on it, and it's better on Monk at the moment. Once we finish the Assassins gear, that'll be a different story. Northern Sendoria. $9:32. 2 minutes late. Not like to change jobs. To another point in the current region of Northern Zandoria by the entrance. I could have used the Outpost Warp NPC. I think that's even free right now, but I wanted to swing by the vendor that's over by this crystal. Sell off some of the junk I just collected. Make some space just in case. Never have too much space. Suppose you could. Oh. Seems odd. Did we not? Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say. Usually get at least one skin out of 30 kills. Teleportation assistance, the original release areas. Lower Dopefoot's Tower. Up and away. And this should be our cutscene. Which will be probably load for a minute. Freeze. Thinking about it. Okay. I zone into the wrong zone. You just have to zone out Let's keep them. See what happens this time. Maybe I never finished my build. Alright, let's go to Norg. The Razzles alert area. Norg. Up and away. Funny if you did. This is what happens when you're not prepared. I just automatically thought that since you finished the last chapter that the next chapter would be ready to go. That's what I'm here for. Making mistakes so you don't have to. Alright. In the cutscene. Eldo, Gilgamesh! I'm afraid the rumors are true. Another rift has split the ground in Mizru-Kust in twine. Twain? Twain. And it's the same deal with Keepum Island? This place, the lot of you keep referring to as Esha. Is Cha. Damned ambassador of the void. He'd better not show his face around here in Norg, or it's right to Davy Jones' locker with him. Gilgamesh has to be the only person ever referred to Davy Jones. Oh, it isn't Cyndaquil. Our friend from the Far East has stopped to pay his regards. It's Tenzin. Lady Cyndaquil, your presence here is a boon. I shall be brief, because it only took like 3 months to get over here. Word reached me that a priestess from Ryzen Shrine, from Ryzen Shrine had caused to step foot here in the Middlelands, and I came to pay my respects. Yet I arrive here only to find that she has gone missing. Cyndaquil, I suppose you haven't bumped into Iroha? Nope. Iroha, a magnificent name. And I trust with a character to match. Down, boy. You happen to know anything about her? Because she sure threw a lot of us for quite the loop. I have extensively questioned those at Ryzen Shrine, but to a man they shook their heads at each inquiry. Of course, if your story is true and she has not yet been born, then such a conclusion is foregone. Lady Cyndaquil, permit me to examine the orb she bequeathed unto you. I'll pull this out of my ass. Intriguing. Yes, it bears the mark of Ryzen Shrine. Oh. Calm yourself, Odo. She's with our guest. This orb connects the bearer with the mother crystal. Mayhap it will display its true form only to those who open up their hearts to it. Why did the invisible be the one to know that? It's Prish. Elflet's Tower. Careful, Prish, you're not immortal anymore. You look confused. My companion is intimately connected with the outlying isle that Raisin Shrine calls home. Her assertion that the orb is authentic is proof enough. As such, I'm inclined to believe this Iroha story about being from the future. But because Sneaky Ninja says it's true, Benzen's gonna believe it. Gotta admit, when I saw the little lady flopping about on that rickety vessel, I wondered if the brine had clogged up that skull of hers. But then we learned she wasn't the only one from the future. Oh? There were others? None in the Far East bear any ill will toward the priest of Raisin Shrine, and only the purest chosen by the Emperor are allowed to alight on the isle housing Raisin Shrine, for it was created by the gods themselves. Any who would lift a blade in anger against such souls are unworthy of being called human. Then it should not surprise you to learn that our foe isn't human at all. Darkness is at his beck and call, and he can create entire worlds devoid of all color. I see. Then I must meet with Lady Iroha and find the sinister force that came after her. Where should I begin my search? Just saw Prish. So the orb showed you a vision. And it implored you to return to Delphat's Tower. I wouldn't say implored. Then we've got all the clues we need. I shall report back with anything I am able to find. By RP walk. That way. Cynical, I think it's best if you cast your lot with Tenzin. Maybe he'll be able to figure out how to save the future when he gets to meet with Iroha. That's what my gut's telling me. Anyway, and a pirate's intuition is never wrong. Except maybe about the color of that eye patch, but... shouldn't hate on the handicap. Alright, so... now we get to go back to, Lower Delphat's Tower. This is that point where it would have helped to have the running shoes on Thief handy, but, you know, it's just across the room. I should just double check to make sure that we are on the current mission. Spirits Awoken. Alright. No, that's Hunt. This is Survival Guide. Teleportation. The original release. I believe it was all the way down the second page. Lower Dark Footstep. Up, and away! So if Prish is going to be involved, expect shenanigans. Oh. Iroha. Master. The game froze. It's nothing. I needed a few days of respite. It's been like a couple months. I pray it was the orb that led you here. For a brief moment, I feared that we would not meet again in this world. I have learned that all the energies of the Mother Crystal converge upon this very tower. And that is why I have come to see if we may be able to borrow but a fraction so that we may set things aright. The crystal, it murmured something to me. The chains of Promethea. Master, another path was laid before you, and as you walked it, you encountered one who would shape your future. There is but one last step you must take to bring light unto the orb. Did it not show you a particular person when it guided you here? Well, it does not surprise me to hear that Prish appeared before you. Off would you speak to me of the adventures the two of you shared. Prish is pretty badass. The orb does not without just cause. You must seek her out, and let the winds of fate blow you where they may. Poke, poke, poke. I'll take you to meet Tenzin. Yeah. You wish for me to meet a man named Tenzin from the Far East? I should not be so taken aback. It is only natural for my path to cross with his in this era. Of course, I am intimately familiar with Sir Tenzin. He was the one who strongly insisted that I train under you and learn all I can. So it shall be. Where will you go? Although I had hoped to give my regards to Prish in person first, but perhaps you are right. Meeting with Sir Tenzin is paramount. This leaves me with just one question. Where can I meet with Sir Tenzin? Probably Juno. Stands a reason he would visit the fabled city. Let us rendezvous in Relude Gardens and seek him out. The way I understood the story, and this may be spoilers, I mean, anything I say can be spoilers. If they're right, if they're wrong, then it's just me tugging at my ass, which is really what it is. I think it's a thinly veiled foreshadowing that Iraha is Tenzin's daughter. I think everyone can agree on that. And from what I remember, she's saying if Cyndaquil and Tenzin were fighting together to strive back the darkness at the when they turned the servers off, then they sent her back in time to warn everyone. Then, you know, she could see her dad again. After, God. Did you watch the darkness take us down? But, let's see here. Teleportation assistance. Original release. Relude Gardens. I'm gonna go refill my drink and I'll be right back. And I'm back. I would have clicked it ahead of time, but I wasn't exactly sure when the cutscene would start. It's probably going to be when you approach the audience chamber. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Always check to make sure that the mission is... Should always check to make sure that the mission is flagged before all the way out there. Crashing waves is correct. Approach the audience chamber and Relude Gardens for cutscene. See what that sparkly was, but go straight in the cutscene. Cyndaquil, you know what it means for me to be standing before you here? No, I don't. I must confess to stationing one of my agents around the area after our sorries in Norg. It was not for any nefarious purpose, I assure you. It was merely to gather what information I could about the destruction of the future. And I implied earlier, the emptiness is almost certainly the cause of Iraha's claims. Or somebody turned the power off. Lady Cynical, the emptiness ceased to encroach when Prish and her companions toppled Promathia. Something horrific must have happened for it to rear its head once more. I would ask Iroha to tell me what she knows. Alright. Forgive me for keeping you waiting, Master. Your Tenzin, the pleasure is mine. I am so glad to see you again. Again? But this is the first time we... Ah, but of course. I mean to say that you have met me in the future. You are the very reason I am able to stand here today. My tears flowed like rain when last we parted. You mean to say that I was swallowed up in the emptiness? Not just you. Everyone. I thought myself better prepared for this, though such a future does come to pass. The question that remains is why? Has some nefarious new force arisen to force open the gates of paradise? Or is there another threatening to absorb the power of the crystals for its own vile end? Neither you nor Master shared with me the particulars. Strife descended upon us in but an instant. Umbral energies radiated from the crystals, and the world was wrapped in gloom before we had a chance to draw breath. You mean that we were obliterated into the darkness without knowing why? Or was there a reason why we could not tell you? I fear the plot will continue to thicken. And there is only one thing to do. We must protect our world. Lady Cyndaquil, Lady Iroha, the future is ours for the taking, and I swear to fight until I have drawn my last breath. What? Okay, he didn't like that. Does it mean to absorb the fire burning in my heart? No, Sir Tenzin. Your passion has brought new life unto the orb. Would that it was sufficient, but the light remains ever pale. You have yet to meet with Lady Prish, correct? Let's see what we're doing here. Master, when you recounted tales of your exploits, Lady Prish was a prominent figure. You oft waxed lyrical about how her prowess was beyond compare. Perhaps we should call her back to Juno. Sneaky ninja's sneaky. Permit me to seek her out and lead her to the port. Just... okay. Our next destination is clear to us. RP walk off stage. Master, the fire in Sir Tenzin's heart is evident. You must meet with Prish without delay. I must confess that the only reason I am standing here today is to aid you. Is that I received a benevolent that word when you and Sir Tenzin visited me on Raizenjima during the ultimate conflict. Yet I must reiterate that I do not exist in this era. My presence has caused the wheel of fate to spin, and I fear that it may not come to rest in an advantageous position. Yet should you remain ever unflinching as you tackle this most arduous of journeys, then perhaps my appearance here matters not, and you will be able to lead us to a brighter future. Master, I shall head to the port while you search for Lady Prish. Please, let me rest here until we meet Lady Prish. Alright, let's go. You got a new Tenzin. Okay, so it's just the cyber. You still have to trade it in. Yeah, there it is. Not sure what the difference is. Be neat if he actually uses Phoenix weapon skills. So next we need to go down to port. missions, add-on, call to serve. Don't report Juno. Or cutscene with Christian. Tenzin. Travel to a home point. We want port. Yeah. We'll do the entrance. Tenzin was always my favorite. Probably because he looks a lot like Dent. Give me an emo sometimes, though. Yo, Cyndaquil! I hauled tail as soon as I heard. Oh, it froze. I was like, fresh. Okay. You should have heard Tenzin prattle on, dying world this, dark future that. It was all I could do not to smack him right in the kisser. Figure the old fart was trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Come on, even if the world were really in danger, all it would take is a quick few shakes of my fist and everything be right as rain. I mean, seriously, right? Of course. Lady Prish, it is good to see you looking your usual chipper self. Of course I am. Give me a break. You keep spewing a load of crap about the end of the world, so how else am I supposed to react? We already put a lid on that messy business, so there's nothing left to worry about. Unfortunately, although Iroha can see the grand picture, there are many details that escape her. The one most familiar with the situation is he who came after her. This ambassador from the Void Guy. Yeah, I've half a mind to rip that mask from his scrawny little neck and expose him for the sham he is. Would that our paths had crossed, but now I only know. Would that our paths had crossed, but I know only his name, and that Lady Cyndaquil and Lady Iroha sparred with him. And did you pop him a new one? Barely broke a sweat. That's the Cyndaquil I know and love. Hang on, you didn't actually smack him around, did you? Can't fool me. My fingers start to twitch whenever someone's trying to finagle their way out of the truth. This is no time for nonsense. That man can call forth voids at will. Wait, there's something desperately wrong. Right. Prish isn't going to take kindly to that. There is no need for concern, Lady Prish. The same thing happened earlier. The orb filling with light. This is what Iroha was mentioning, is it not? Pissed. Ugh. Thought the damn thing was trying to rip my soul from my body. Lady Prish, I assure you no such thing would occur. As long as I'm still in one piece, I couldn't give a flying fig. Ah. I've never heard of flying fig before. I might start using that on my own. But let's track back a minute to where we can find this Iroha of yours. She had promised to be here. You suppose something happened to her? Didn't seem well. So you're saying she let it hurl? That can't be good. And we get to kill some vanquished vermin later. A priestess's calling is to remain sheltered in her cloister and pray to the gods. And now she might be lost in this most bustling of towns. I must find her before something happens! Exclamation point times 3. Wow, the RP runs off stage. I should probably head off to find her too. Maybe she made her way to Lord Juno. What was the point of Ulmia being here? The bonds tying you to Altena have strengthened, enabling you to view all mission cutscenes from Chains of Pramathia. That'd be neat. Alright, so now numbering days, which is the next mission. Back in progress. Haven't killed anything yet. Alright, need to go to Upper Juno to the Marble Bridge. Travel to another home point. Juno. Upper Juno. Go to the entrance. And I think the entrance is probably just as far as the Monkhouse one. Probably not. Probably closer. I wonder why it didn't try to take Gilgamesh's power. Maybe it did. And Zed. It will. Alright. We're not going in the bar, we're just coming out of the bar. Coins off loosened lips at taverns and markets, but to turn up empty-handed. Where could she have gone? Oh no. It's made up. Cynical. What's that? I'm gonna fuck you up, man. Stand strong. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but okay. Back, Kerr. Came for Iraha's future. I know not why you seek to spread the emptiness, but you will have to get through my blade first. Volto Oscuro. I cannot be destroyed. Let the darkness fill thy soul. There is no other way. Your reckoning is at hand. And you, Tenzin, will lead them there. Lady Iraha! Iraha, come back to us. The ambassador shall not go unpunished. He took it. He took it from me. Took what? The blessing. Phoenix's blessing. Dancer Boy's back. No. No! This calls to mind my own Phoenix Blade, which once contained a similar power. When I first laid eyes on the girl, a small fraction of Phoenix essence was transfused into this cold steel. Only one blessed by Phoenix could sense it. If my blade was one of Phoenix's feathers, then Iraha herself is its wing. Once whole, Phoenix's life force will be without peer, and not even the greatest darkness can overcome it. No, even the emptiness fully succumb. But if part of Phoenix's puissance lies with Celsius, then how? Cynical. Seeing what happened to Iraha and knowing what my blade has told me, there is only one logical conclusion. To wrest Phoenix's blessing back from the Ambassador of the Void. Just. Phoenix Blade, please guide us in this bleak time. Why are you two sitting there having a little tea party? My fists are aching for a workout. And you know why? Because I laid eyes on this creepy masked man. He kept yammering something about being surprised to cross paths again. That I haven't changed at all. But I've never seen that worthless piece of trash in my life. masked man. Tell us, where did he go? Not know, but he muttered something about an astral candescence. Whitegate. I'll give him a couple good chops next time he shows his face around here. Might have been alone, but that decisive tone of voice, he definitely was talking with someone. Astral candescence. The name is not altogether unfamiliar because your country's at war with them. It is a special type of instrument found in the land of Oturgan. For years I have been aching to study one, but I never had cause to visit the Empire. Maybe you're not at war? What now? What's that? Can you eat it? Cynical. We must make haste. One of my disciples found out that the Ten Shoto and Lord Juno can offer us safe passage here. Head out, Urgan? Definitely. Let us waste not a breath. RP run. I've got a couple errands to take care of here, but save me a piece of that mass bugger for later. Then there's something off about that guy, but I can't place my finger on it. Cynical, may your journeys be a safe one. I mean, if you're not going to say more than hello and goodbye, there isn't really much point for being there other than window dressing. That's the way I see it. And I think Lumia's more than window dressing, but honestly, what's she going to do? Sing a song? Female. Make sure that the next mission is flagged. Inescapable vine. Obtain a boarding permit from the Shoto. If you've already obtained a boarding permit, Gibson. Iraha was assaulted by the ambassador who stole away the blessing of Phoenix. Prish heard that he was off to Urgan to find the astral candescence, which could prove pivotal. The Ten Shoto and Juno can provide transport to Urgan. Zone into Urgan for a cutscene. Okay, that's called Desert Winds. It looked like there was going to be some type of cutscene, and it just ended. No, who knows? Another home point. West Urgan, Whitegate. Go. Yeah, that one's closest to the deal. The way I understood it, Far East and Urgan have been at war with each other for a long time. So, I wouldn't think Tenzin would be welcome in Whitegate. Cynical doing her RP walk. Yeah, I guess you're in trouble. Lady Cyndaquil, I urgently request your aid. Ask him what happened? Yeah. I must ask you to infiltrate the palace. Forgive me for speaking out of turn, but our adventurer companion must be completely lost without a clear explanation. Oh, of course. I met with particular someone upon setting foot here in Urgan, a staunch ally known as Gesho. He shrouds himself in a tarnished black outfit, a ridiculous costume the likes of which I have never seen. One cannot help but admire his commitment to the cause, playing dress-up in a bid to fully maintain his cover. Sir Tenzin, that is no costume. And furthermore, it is wholly irrelevant to this discussion. Ahem. Let me get back on track. This isn't like Tenzin. I'm sorry. Gesho strove to find out all he could about this ambassador. He received credible information about a man matching his description, visiting an imperial alchemist in the palace. Would that I had more information about the location, but Gesho himself remains uncertain. On the bright side, Gesho was able to foil his plot before it bore fruit. I scarce need point out that he will not turn tail and saunter away. And that is why I need you to infiltrate the palace. You weren't going to? Oh, I'm very intentional going. Kagero is perfectly aware of your every movement, and I shall attempt to catch the ambassador in a pincher. That will doubtlessly provide you with the opportunity to make our cause known. I wish you good fortune. Kagero, come. Okay. Seemed just a bit odd. But, you know, just excited. Alright. If you've already completed all the treasures of Auto Every mission, examine the Imperial White Gate and Mount Aragon White Gate for a cutscene with Ariza, Nashmira, Mejang, and Aljang, skipping ahead to reunite it. If you haven't completed all, which I haven't, do the missions until you reach Top Area Mission 18, Passing Glory. Then you can see the mission without problem. Okay, let's see if we've already done Passing Glory. We have. Alright. The gate is firmly closed. Okay. Okay, it could be because she's not in there. So, I hate to put this on hold. I really do, but it was a long shot that we'd be able to get it all done in one go. Alright, so we're gonna do Misplaced Nobility. Instead. Alright, enter Adiwa Subterrane for Wajrum Woodlands in G7. For map 2, take exit G at D8 and blah 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 blah. Okay, so go to Wajrum Woodlands and hit the G7. I should probably pick up Sanction in case we have to kill anything. I'll be killing stuff. Should go and switch our macros to Monk. What should be, what should there not be any chocobos? It sometimes happens. Dates. Once we're over here, though, let's see. Info, conquest. Oh, not conquest. We got to pick up sanction, didn't you? Ran right past the guy. Alright, we got a level 1 troll mercenary advancing. No idea how long they're going to take to get here, though. Zazarg. Want to receive sanction. As much as I would love to do a besiege battle, even a level 1 besieged battle, I'm not gonna waste time waiting when I got a couple hours to get stuff done. So, gonna grab a chocobo, going into Wadaum woodlands. Yay, chocobo! Head to G7. Where at? Alright, where's G? Why don't you have a map? And the Quill? I thought you had all the maps. I guess you had all the maps that you could buy. Must be something that you purchased with Imperial Standing. Okay, somebody remind me to pick up a map next time we're in Whitegate. No. Pretty close. Probably shouldn't do this. Straight for us. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do it. Whack. Hey, come back. I was fighting you. Uses mighty strikes. God dang it. Alright. I always assumed that you would find them out in the open. I just thought that they would just ignore you. I don't know if it'll let you actually. On down here. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but region info, besiege. They're still advancing. I just need to wait for enough of them to show up. I don't think you can actually call forth your trust in this town. No. That would make it too easy. Okay, so it should be any moment. I saw one of them already zone in. We're waiting for the rest of them. God, I hope they don't come in one at a time. That'd be lame. Alright. Tell you what, they haven't invaded by the time I get to the Chocobo. We'll just continue on. How's that for compromises? Yes, I do. Alright, again. Alright, sign up. Y'all forgot to tell me to remind me to get a map. Here all the bad guys come. These are probably the ones I could, you know, take on. Bug thingy. Or bug thingies. It's kind of cool that they actually created a mechanic where you can actually see the army moving across the field, and that you could actually engage it. Imagine party of 6 trying to take on the entire army at level 75. Steamrolled. I guess that's why it's staggered. It gives you enough time to get out of the way. Alright, we're still looking for G7. West. Ah. Area to breach the Balron defense line. Intercept their forces. Alzabi's Bastion. It's the dude I saw earlier. Sure if this is the right way. No. This is something, but it's definitely not the right direction. Six. So heading south is definitely the way to go. That might be it there. Six. B7. Let's see if this is something we can zone into. There we go. Chocobo refuses to enter, so this must be the way. Okay. You got a map of this one, but not the other. Okay. So, that's where I need to go. One, two, three. Who are we missing? Tenzin, of course. And as much as I would love to kick everything's ass along the way, actually, let's just kick everything's ass along the way. This will slow it down tremendously. Say, do you aggro? Guess not. Probably Link. Oh, alright, so continue going south. Weird for there to be music in here. I think most of the dungeons don't have music. Alright, I'm gonna make a left in here. Yep. He's probably aggro. Incredibly easy prey. Yep. 210 is indeed incredibly easy. What about you? You aggro? Okay. Got little bugs. And I think a crit will kill this. Like that. Bunch of them though. You don't wanna put them all one at a time. Get them all linked together, that would be something else. You have XP. A nice thought. Looking for a blank spot on the ground. Blank target at G8. This is it. But they were going straight for me. Alright, this isn't part of the Rhapsodies of Vana diel. This is back in Otrgan. Ooh, got a blue mage down. Oh, immortals have a clink clink. We be lucky today. So lucky to listen to Wawa Rune. Go Rune lucky. Go Rune love sound of clink clink. Number 9, Vava What a Vava You check immortal for trying to fool us? Yes. Jube for Vava check. Rune. Stab. Poke. Ooh. Ha. Ooh. That's definitely different. This immortal not fooling Rune. Aha. Okay. Number 7. Rune. What? Search immortal for clink clink. Okay. Rune going in. We be rolling in clink clink. Ruffling through the pockets. Immortal having nothing. Impossible. Look again. Rune telling you. Immortal be having nothing. Rune feeling low. Uh-oh. Aha. Come on. Rune. Leave the immortal. We be getting out of here. Okay. We be lucky another time. Rune meeting with Rune later. Rune. Alright. If I never have to read any text from those guys ever again, I'm happy. Ugh. Where? Who's there? Oh, it's you. I wonder how long I was out. I didn't hear or sense anything until someone was right behind me. I have sneak and invis up, dude. Oh, yes, we getting careless. Who would be bold enough to assault an immortal? But I've wasted too much time already. I have to find... Hey, what are you doing here anyway? You were sent by the Grand Vizier? Too late. It seems I arrived here after Afmal had already left. You can still see Hume and automaton footprints all over the place. I'm certain she was here, but I don't think she found any sign of Afjong. How do I know that? Just found her dragging footprints, heading out of the tunnels as if she had given up, and then everything went black. All is not lost, however. I think I know where she went. Walara Temple. Coming back in town. I'm almost certain she would return there. Let's get moving. Whoa. My head is still spinning. Dagger in his head, now it's part of his hat. Cyndaquil, you must return to Alzabi and make sure she's okay. I have to see her before the other immortals figure out where she is. No time to lose. I sit here though. In the mud. With the bugs. Alright. It's actually faster to warp Pandoria, hit the crystal, and then zone into Urgan. Than it is to run back. Maybe. It's gonna be locking up. Uh-oh. Got a cutscene. I was not expecting this. Master, hold your orb. Your path remains steadfast, and you have successfully surpassed the third gate. But there remains one whom you have yet to meet, a young woman who plays a vital role in your story. I'm afraid that you will not be able to see her in the world's current state. If only I could return to 884 and walk by your side once more. Yet my mind and body are crippled, and I can scarce muster this small advice. Master, forgive me. Lead Urgan out of the darkness and forge the bonds you were destined to. Avjong, where are you? I wasn't expecting that. Are we still on? Okay. So if we can get her back into the palace. Travel to another home point. White gate. Yes, please. Hoffman was never. I never cared too much for her. She's not Trish. It's not fair to compare everybody to Prish because Prish is pretty bad at it. No Lion either. But, alright, so. Oh, good. Let's sing. Welcome to Walara Temple. How may I aid you in your quest for knowledge? Hello. Another soul thirsty for answers? Oh, show. Ninja tank. This is turning out to be quite the day for visitors. Everyone's doing the RP walk today. Greetings. Cyndaquil, this is a coincidence. Lord Nadi, please excuse me while I compare notes with my esteemed colleague. How do you fare? Nothing terrible has befallen you? Oh no, you need not elaborate. I'm sure you are here to give your weary spirit a moment's respite from the madness of our occupation. Or perhaps it is some duty that brings you to the temple? What, pray tell, lures you within this hall of serenity? Somewhat. Speak with someone, one of the philosophers? The court puppet master? What dire circumstance would involve a mercenary in the pulling of strings and the dancing of automatons? The court puppet master? Lord Nadi, is there something we should know? Now they set mercenary hirelings on her trail. It appears the Grand Vizier has tired of this game of cat and mouse. It was only a matter of time. I suppose I shall have to come clean, as they say. And since you have some rudimentary understanding of Walara's teachings, I will trust to your judgment. I have given the court puppet master, Lady Afmao, shelter within the temple. You have given shelter to an imperial fugitive? That is correct. You have broken imperial law. This fact. Why would you do this thing? Some explanation is in order. Wait, I can explain. You see, Afmao was born a child in high standing, a resident of the palace. A member of the royal family? However, I'm going to answer that. However, her mother passed away when she was still but 6 years of age, and the responsibility for her upbringing came to rest with Walara Temple. An unfortunate story. Yet there must be more to the tale if none within the palace were willing to care for her. Yes. The details are not mine to divulge, however. Her childhood was spent within these walls, surrounded by monks and philosophers. How does such a child find the path of a puppet master? I was not aware of it at the time, but apparently Lady Afmao secretly learned the art from the street performers who practice on the way to the devout. Would not an expensive item such as an automaton have been difficult for a young girl to acquire? You are familiar with automatons, Gesho? I must admit, some curiosity. And I shall speak more on the subject. Back in the good old days, Lady Afmao arrived at the temple carrying 2 of the mechanical puppets. One she received from her mother, and the other from her older brother. Aha, now I remember. At first, the puppets were completely incapable of speech and merely trotted around behind their little mistress. Before long, however, there was barely a moment when they weren't voicing their opinions on everything in sight. This change was accompanied by a return of Lady Afmao's natural playfulness. I'm glad to hear that. I know only too well the loneliness and uncertainty that come from being thrust into an unfamiliar environment at a young age. Indeed. However, there came a day when Afmao's simple life was irrevocably changed. Yes, it was on that day. Lady Afmao, we have come on orders from the Grand Vizier. We regret to inform you that on the evening of the previous day, the Emperor's immortal soul passed out of the realm of Burgund. Does anything. I had not seen Lady Afmao since that day. There are so many memories that flood back when I hear her name. She is currently within the Hall of Binding. You may speak with her if you wish. The hall adjoins our temple and can be reached through the door behind us. I shall remain here. There are some matters I wish to discuss with Lord Nadi. Alright. Oh! Fight upon. Astral Plinth. looks exactly as I remember. Oh, was studying day in, day out. The letters from my brother had stopped coming. It was more that I could bear. So you snuck into the Hall of Binding? Yes, with you. Novjang. Just watching the incandescence spinning around and around somehow made me feel better. It was like being wrapped in a warm blanket of peace and calm. That was the first time. The first time you talked to me. It was. Zhang, you really are hopeless. That was when I realized I wasn't really alone. You and Aljang were always by my side. And although I couldn't see them, my father and brother were here in the city. My mother, she is watching over you. I am certain. Yes. I decided then and there that I would become a puppet master like my mother. You slipped out of the temple every night and practiced with those performers. Then Avjang began to speak as well. Avjang really was the talkative one. Yes, she was. But she was so talkative that I couldn't hear your voice anymore. Well, that was that. You know, Jang, I have no idea what the astral incandescence is meant to be used for. But if the other incandescences are found and the Colossus is completed just like the Grand Vizier says, there will come a day when everyone can be happy again. Sure of it. I mean, looking at this orb was enough to turn my life around. Everything will turn around for the best. Thank Najing. Jing. I guess it is Najing, isn't it? Name's probably silent. Cyndaquil, what are you doing here? Cyndaquil's flashes brightly. By order of the Grand Vizier? Can't be serious. You're here to take me back? No, I won't go. There are still things I have to do. Go back to the palace and tell them that. You still take orders from us? Still taking orders? Mm-hmm. I'm sure it really doesn't matter which option you pick. Sure. Now that's our mercenary talking. You may leave us now. Wah, wah, wah. Lord Nadi. The immortal Rishvi is here to see you. Grand Vizier is on to us. Everyone knows you're here. Lady Afmao, I'm glad to see you unharmed. Now is the time for you and Beijing to accompany me back to the palace. The early return, the less Lord Razfod will be angry when he learns. You haven't made a report? No, Master Neji. I thought to first offer the option to Lady Afmao. A commendable attitude, and I shall be pleased to inform you Lady Afmao will not be returning to the palace. But my lady, there are tasks left undone. Lady Afmao, still hope to find Avjong? If you knew that, why do you try to stop us? Rishvi, your face is pale. There's nothing. You should return to the Imperial Ward and visit the infirmary. You're very kind, my lady. However, you'll just slow us down. And where exactly do you intend to carry out this search of yours? I'm not going to tell you. You won't? Please, my lady. It's not safe out there. The Immortals will do everything in their power to return Avjang to your side. I don't believe you. You think I don't know? The Immortals are so busy watching the Beastmen and searching for the Ashu Talif. There isn't a single soldier to spare for poor Avjan. I only thought to. If I may. What is this? I am Gesho, a colleague of Cyndaquil's and the employee of Salahim's Sentinels. Another mercenary. May have some welcome news. Just recently, I was in the vicinity of Mount Zalom on mercenary business. And at the foot of the volcano, I happened to see a red-colored puppet. What? And then, this automaton was trotting along the path all alone, but being busy with my mission, I was unable to follow. It must have been Upjohn. One moment, Lady Elfmau. The trolls of that region have stolen many automatons from the Empire. This is true. Or that is true. Ah, yes. I had forgotten. You weren't done? There appears to be something like moss or lichen stuck to the puppet's clothes. Moss. Could it have been moss from the Adwi subterranean? Maybe? I merely present the facts. How do you interpret them is not for me to say only. Yes. Automatons taken to Halvon are thoroughly modified by modern craftsmen to follow the orders of the trolls. After this process, they are barely recognizable. No! I would not waste any time if, as you suspect, this automaton was your companion. Yes, thank you. It is time I took my leave of you. Gesho, to what forsaken wilderness do your travels take you this time? My duties dictate a visit to the settlement of Mamuk, a dangerous region. Do take care of yourself. Your concern is appreciated. Until next we meet. Yeah, that wasn't homoerotic or anything. That settles it. We go to Mount Zaum. Mount Zaum. Lady Elfmau, if I may. Rishvi, do you place so little faith in the court puppet master? Time is running out. I have just received confirmation. This Gesho character has no official orders that involve a visit to the capital of the Mamulja. He was lying? That unmistakable presence. I felt the exact same aura just before I lost consciousness in Aigiwa. What are you trying to say? That story of his was nothing more than a ruse. In fact, it's more likely that we'll find Avjong in the same place to which he now travels, Mamuk. And Mamuk is our destination. Why don't you escort me as well, Rishvi? If you are so intent on running headlong into danger, I suppose I have no choice. But what do you mean, as well? Isn't it obvious? Sorry, voice got deep. Shouldn't have. I wouldn't brave the depths of Mamuk without my faithful bodyguard Cyndaquil. Even if she is under the command of the Grand Vizier. Always feels like somebody's watching me. It's probably the Grand Vizier watching, but it might be Alexander. May the wisdom of Walara safely guide your steps. Yep. Alright, so now we should be on Puppet in Peril. Not again. Puppet in Peril. You are to escort Elfmau to Mamuk on her mission to recover Avjong. We find the automaton in the land of the savage Mamulja. Gesho's gonna be pissed. Alright, travel to Jade's Sepulchre. This can be reached by traveling directly north from the Mamulja staging point. Alright. So we can go there. I think I need to talk to that dude to be able to use this. Where 0 standing. We want Mamulja staging point, right? Yep. Embarrassing to, you know, go all the way out there and waste money. Not that it's a lot of money. It's just a pain to get back. So anyway, if you just joined us, what we're doing is Puppets in Peril, because apparently if Alfmal is not in the palace, then you can't complete... There's a bug in here I'm trying to catch, sorry. You can't complete the Rhapsodies and Vana diel, so we gotta go save our puppet and then it'll be no problem. Okay. Go north. Boom, 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 boom. Right on top of it, but yet you still must move closer. Leave through the gate. Let's pull out some trust. And since we're in the Near East, get some Near East trust. Such as... Let's bring out Gesho. And Miss Naja. Lose off would just seem kind of wrong. So we'll have 2 tanks. And melee. Alright. Just in case we need a white mage. That we will. We're just heading north. I think these aggro. Pretty sure these do. We used to merit party in this zone. Just basically grab everything. Maybe not the elemental. Some good times here, though. Animation looked. Actually, should do. Oh, hold on. Wasn't expecting to aggro. Okay. Got that guy. I'll link him on. I do not recommend doing this. Not exactly sure how many I'm actually going to pull all together, but okay, they're already starting to hit kind of hard. It's because you've got a counter stance up. We have no defense. There we go. Here's up with a stone skin. Stone skin encounters like happy sauce. You know the game's always going to go for the dude furthest away from you. Except this time. You know, I would have thought we would have linked more. Part of me is kind of glad that we didn't, but we ran by a lot of beastmen. Wow. Got shadows up. How's Fist for the win? Okay. You don't need to do what I just did. You could put Snake and Invis up and run past all of them. But it's more fun this way. Alright, got a new home point registered. This should take us into Great Sepulchre. Examine the ornamental door for a cutscene. Nope. Always locking up on me. There we go. Yeah, there's no map of this area. There's the ornamental door. This will be the cutscene, and then after that will be the fight. Be very, very quiet. Wait, I can hear Mamu Jaw talking up ahead. Can you understand what they're saying? I know a little of their language. Translate for us. Doubt there is not. For what we have long searched, it must be. It's so pretty. Two-headed troll. Meant to threaten us? Is this toy? Huh. Dangerous it does not seem. Hiss, hiss. The intention of the Oturgan leaders, that is. The cunning tricks and devious plans they have used against us. Forgotten, have you? Even so. To fear in this frail contraption. What is there? John. Rex, we have not. Disassemble this gadget. We must. That will not be necessary, Lancelord. Not if its secrets are already known. Know these secrets, do you imply? I believe I do. Receive us, you attempt. Allow this charade, we will not. Stay silent, outsider. You shall. Over this is not. In the outsider's opinion, we are interested. Altark. Snarl. Bicker for 100 years we could, or instead here's something useful we may. Yes, Autark. Kindred to the brethren of the shining scale, what say you? My lord, if I may. This is nothing more than a simple puppet. It is a mechanical creation that belonged to Jalzon, the former emperor of Ot-Urgan. Grrr. Jalzon. Yes, my lord. It was the first automaton in existence, a personal project of Jalzon's. An invention of our old enemy, Jalzon. Ignore this, we cannot. Even if so, this is... destroy us. How can it? Broken many of these puppets we have. Allow me to explain. I have learned some very interesting facts from my observations around the place. Palace. Interesting facts. A craftsman known as Gatsad often passes through the Imperial White Gate. Gatsad? Heard that name, have we? Heard that name we have. Talking to himself. I would not be surprised, especially if he has the craftsman who led the development of automatons. Then this... yes, this is likely his creation. There is more. This man is also the head alchemist for the Ot-Urgan Archaeological Research Institute. Long names are long. An organization that is currently investigating the ruins of Al-Zadal. This Gatsad, both craftsman and alchemist he is. And historian as well. So it appears. What is even more intriguing are the Empire's activities of 50 years ago. Even before the invention of automatons, the scholars of the Empire were conducting large-scale investigations of the ruins. Rumors say that the ancient Al-Zadal technology gleaned from their archaeological sites was used in the construction of the modern mechanical puppets. Created are these automatons. To search the ruins, why do they continue? No. Accept this as truth, I cannot. To resurrect the Iron Colossus of legend, do these Ot-Urgan fools seek? All I have is rumor and hearsay, but the signs... madness! The Iron Colossus consumed Aragia in flames, that machine did. To extinguish our entire race do they intend. Lolja. Be calm, you must. In front of our guest, you embarrass us. Overlord of the Mamulja, are you not? Autark, we apologize, but a dire situation this is. The fate of our entire race hangs in the balance, it does. I understand your fears, Sage Lord, but is that not why we have forged an alliance? The Imperial Army does not have the resources to escalate a war. It fights on two fronts. On the dawn of our agreement, we will unleash our fury upon the Empire, the Mamulja hordes from the west and my fellow warriors from the east. The research of some ancient war machine will be the last thing on the minds of the Ot-Urgan commanders. And once we have seized control of the Empire, we have only to cripple this iron engine of destruction beyond repair to guarantee our total victory. An empty promise this is not. I swear to you by the heavens and the earth, I shall not play you false. And if my nation's oath should be broken should it? I will present myself before you and fall upon my sword. On your sword you will fall. A Far Eastern tradition is this. Conviction you possess. Oops. I think she'll later just log down. Just saying hi. Autark, is something amiss? Smell it. I can. The flesh of smooth skins. Out you come. A place to hide there is not. From the sepulchre there is no escape. Good. Bishop's pissed. Cyndaquil, you overheard? I am not the Geshu you know. You, Lizard Man. Return Avjong to us immediately. Yes. You tell them, Neijing. If you damage a single bolt of Avjong's, a name this toy has. Avjong, stop that. You stop that at once. Avjong, Avjong. You have to wake up. It's no good. Maybe her breaker is broken. Fine. I'll activate her myself. Yes, her receptor is not receiving. Smooth skins. Before this machine, about your own life, you should worry. Altark. To the Lance Lord, leave these intruders. Gahilja. Offended the Altark, have we? Very well. In your lance arm, our trust we place. Yes, regret this you will not. Oh, cha-cha. Send more soldiers in time I will. Deprive them of all the fun. Do not. Enemy bad guys like to warp out. And wakes up his mount. No. Oh, John. Like a fool, she runs out into the battlefield. Shit. Look out! Was it Gesho? Oh. Rishvi. Oh, the order of my kills you have ruined. I'm fine. But your wound. Forget, I am an immortal. Get out of here. Avjong is more important. Wow. We will return for you. Wow, they're leaving him to die. So they can get the puppet. Puppet in peril. Puppet in peril, 1 minute 15 seconds. Die, smooth skin slug. Be stomped as well, do you wish? Alright, let's go with number 2. What other black mages we got? Sybil, Dr. Shantoto. Oh, why not? And we should bring at least one healer just in case it starts to go bad. Alright, however. Okay. Oop. Scaleless slugs weak are you? Cyndaquil, your fancy tricks save you, they will not. Mooseskins, scaleless slugs. Your attacks hurt, they do not. It looks like they're hurting. Thank you, Dr. Shantoto. Shantoto defeats Lancelord Gahilja. And we took any damage whatsoever. Get haste up. That's what happens when you fight at level 99. Oh. Gasp. Wheeze. Oh. Eyes closed. Lady off mile. Just a little further off mile. Puff. Gasp. Okay. Almost there. A little further. Najin, come a little closer. Give me your hand. Oh, I gotta make it. Najin? Uh-oh. I have a other puppet. I'll be taking this little tin man. Thanks very much. Najin! Unconf imp. Unhand me. Unhand me, I say. Whoa. They wound you a little tight. They wound you a little tight, didn't they, Tin Man? You really want to be squirming around like that? It's a long way down. We'd have to change your name to Scrap Metal Man. Please don't hurt him. Hehehe, that's more like it. Up next to this other one. You wouldn't want to end up like your tin lady here now, would you? Uh-oh. This is the automaton couple of calamity. Pretty sure, boss. Return her at once. She's my off-John. What did you just say? Give me back my off-John. Are you hard of hearing? You laughing at? Lit. I do believe Off-John and Najin are the puppets we were looking for. And here I thought arriving late to the strategy meeting would have resulted in some unpleasantness with my Mamuja host. Instead, these gifts simply fall into my hands. Aye, aye, Captain. That's kind of cool. Gonna dive in after him. Wait! Lady off mile. No! Closed her nose. She's diving into water. Try to explain this one. Off mile. I failed. Failed! Bad guys. Can you hear that rumbling? The large force of Mamuja is headed this way. 70, 100, no, more like 200. These must be the soldiers the Autarch spoke of sending. It's leaving nothing to chance. Listen to me, Cyndaquil. That way appears to be relatively clear for the moment. You must try to escape from here. Once you're out, you have to go after Lady Off-Mile. This is my duty as an immortal. I'll hold Lizardmen as long as I can. I have pledged my life to the Empress. Save your pity. Go. Wolf 4 to line. Wolf 4 to the line. The gold has been taken. I repeat, the gold has been taken. The mission is in the hands of the Wildcat. I repeat, the mission. Sure, there's a bunch of them. love how he doesn't give up. Oh. We were too slow. Oh well. So, now that that's done, should be on prevalence of pirates. Excuse me. Honor again. Yep. And that's the next one. Enter the Arapago Reef via the Dubuca Isle staging at F9 for a cutscene. Reach from Dubuca Isle staging point. Approach the cutter for a cutscene. We'll receive the Periquet Assault entry area and get a permit. Okay, that's the entrance, but it's got a separate exit. Makes sense. Back a bit. There's probably a crystal for the Arapago Reef, but I don't know if I have it. I didn't have this one. Can't hurt to check. Travel to another home point. Wait for the lag. Next page. Arapago Isle. Nashmal. You probably don't have this one yet. Okay, so it makes more sense to hit about Ergen. And then just do the Dubuca Isle staging point. And head to F9. They gave us a title. Off Miles Mercenary. And then it logs up. Imperial Standing, Dubuca Isle. Yes. I got some Imperial Standing. Not sure how much though. Okay, we need to go to F9. Okay, I vaguely remember this one. There we go. It's already 11:30. Alright, if we're gonna get this mission done before midnight, I want to use Snake. Yep. Virtual jig it. Still makes no sense to me how a dance step can make you invisible. But hey, just the power of dance. Stay out of the water. Ooh, careful, those imps have true sight. Not that I'm worried about the imps. I can take them without trust. It's just it's gonna slow us down. Alright, we are headed to F9. So still need to go west to get to F, then we need to go a little south to 9. Because for some reason these maps just don't do it for me. Oh, we have to go north for 9. Okay. Sense. They would cut through this shrubs. Yep. G9. Guess we're off the map now. That's a wall. F9. Okay. Convenient cave is convenient. Go off the map. Very much. Invis war just at the right time. There we go. Sailing, sailing without a care. This ship can take us anywhere. Yeah. Da-dum, ba-room, ba-room, la 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 la. You two need to calm down. Da-dum, ba-room, ba-room, la 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 la. Beijing! What is it? You should really try to enjoy yourself. Ba-doom, pa-room, pa-room, tra-la, la la la. Doing the white girl dance. So much fun, so exciting. Don't you think you should keep it down? Beijing, stick in the mud, mud. You stick in the mud. Depressing one's joy isn't healthy. He's right, Beijing. Just look at us. We're riding on a ghost ship. Off Mao, can you see anything out there? Let's take a look. Oh, Opjong, could that be? Valara's flames. Look, there's another one. Oh, fire on the water. Half mile. Doesn't look like a weapon. The city below is burning. I wonder where it could be. Surely this isn't Al-Zabi. I'm sure it's just an artist's interpretation. Yes, I suppose you're right. What's wrong? This huge castle thing looks like an iron giant. And this knight holding the spear is flying in the air. A giant and a knight, a colossus, a rider. Of course. How could we be so blind? This is a picture of Al-Zadal and the Dark Rider. This scene is, yes, the Age of Judgment. Thanks. With the subject of this painting, I must admit to some surprise. Admiral Luzov. Hey. Be at ease. I'm not going to harm you. Just as you suppose, this painting depicts the Age of Judgment as it occurred close to 900 years ago. In the West, the beginning of the Crystal Era was marked. The year the Gordius exploded in a supernova and banished the very night. Well, I knew that. You're well educated for a young lass. Insolence! You will address her as Lady Afmao. You control both puppets? Quite impressive for such a slip of a girl. Nobody speaks to me in such a casual manner. Has the salt air eroded your manners? Apologies. Apologies accepted. Now, what do you intend to do with us? Do with you? I don't recall forcing you and your little mistress to follow me. You and Lady Afmao. Then we should like to disembark immediately. I am sorry, but that will not be possible. My business concerns your automaton companions. And now that I know you are the key to controlling them, my business concerns you as well. Fine by me, we never intended to return to the palace in any case. The palace? Abjong. Shh. It is no important. I will instruct my crew to allow you free reign of the ship. That's probably not smart. Wait! What are you after? Why did you take Abjong away from me? What is this all about? What is this all about? You will learn soon enough. Organ, the entire world and all its people, in fact, will soon learn. Okay, so we haven't gotten the key item yet. The long cave is long. Probably be able to leave us alone, but They might have true hearing. What to say? There we go. Cutscene. You're late, Cynical. The mission was a failure. Rishvi was slain. Worry about that. We were recruits together. Ever since the Immortals took me in as a child, we've always been close. But he was too kind-hearted to walk the path of the Blue Mage. Wouldn't have lasted long in any case. Don't blame yourself for the inevitable. Your instincts were right in coming to the Arapago Islands, but this stretch of water is dotted with hundreds of islands, large and small, and the terrain is complex. A straightforward search isn't practical. We have soldiers scouring both the land and the sea, but the Ashel Tulif has a swift sail. She won't be caught so easily. We require your further cooperation. In my function as an immortal, I officially entrust you with a new mission. You are to travel immediately to Periquia. Carry out a search for Lady Afmal. This is a Periquia Assault Area Entry Permit. You will need it to enter the secure area of Periquia. Try not to lose it. If by any chance you happen to have misplaced the permit, speak with Nashib in the Duvuka Isle staging point. You have your orders. Track down Lady Afmal to clear this stain on your record and honor Rishvi's sacrifice. Alright, so that should open up next mission. Shades of Vengeance. Yep. Alright. So just need to go back to the Duvuka Isle staging point. What's faster? Warping or running back? Probably warping. Even with the slowdowns. While she's doing that, I'm gonna fill my drink. I'll be right back. Just a minute. And I'm back. Alright, so take the crystal to thank you. This way. Go to another home point. Travel to another home point. Again. White Gate. Number 2. And some more money. Alright. Okay, the next one's gonna be a kill quest. And since it's a assault, I think we're gonna be able to use our trust. God. Lamia's like to charm and then take your clothes off. If I remember correctly. That's the only problems that we may have. Alright, here's Nashib. Mark of the Wildcat, I see you have joined the ranks of Salihim Central Mercenaries. So, you and I are both new recruits. Do I not need... used to having to get a mission verification before they actually let us in. But maybe since this is different... you find out. Probably be running back. Runic Seal. Shades of Vengeance. Ready to go. For the server, please wait. So all we have to do in here is just run in, defeat at least 3 of the 10 Lamiais. They are located H9 and will aggro and link by true sight. I'm just gonna run in there and punch them in the face. And look, we won't get lost. I don't think there's too much point to sneaking. So yep. Go north. And running west. We need to go west. We need to go east. Really look. Well, the map looks different to me than it does in the game, but oh well. Figure it out. Gonna turn. Start to go down. It should be around this bend. Let's see. Alright. Should be fun. PT. Oh shit, they're all doing range attacks. Can't counter range attacks. So good. I don't know if it'll automatically be a win after the third one, or if you just keep going and kill them all. It's like a win. Less than 3 minutes. Good. Freeze up. Hey, Admiral type person. Where is this ship headed to? The Isle. A hole! Now I know our destination. We're going to Periquia. I think that's how you say it. That's how I'm gonna say it. He's right, isn't he? Periquia. I've heard stories about that place. A long time ago, it was said to have been a base for the... wow. Ephraimian corsairs who would terrorize merchant vessels sailing the neighboring waters. They attacked innocent traders? Traders from Urgan. But one day the corsairs were caught in a violent storm, and they all sank to the bottom of the ocean. Not all of us. What has become of Periquia without the corsairs? But the ghosts we've been hearing about have taken over the base? Spirits of the corsairs, maybe? And how would you feel if I were... And how would you feel if that were the case? I would be... excited. Yes, this all sounds very exciting. Exciting. Be killed. But... just because they're ghosts now doesn't mean they don't remember their families and friends, right? They would have to be sad and lonely and suffering all this time, missing their loved ones. They probably repented their evil pirate ways and vowed to be good from now on. And the crew of the ship has been so nice to us. They were a little frightening at first. They even gave me oil when my helmet started creaking. Is that right? What is it, Admiral? Silence. That sound. There's no mistaking it. Oh yes, now I hear it. Sounds like an Apkalu being strangled to death. I will never forget that sound. Never forget the tears, the blood, the bones of that day. Blood? Bones? Or Lemii. Probably Lemii. That sound is the shriek of the whistle used by the Imperial Army to control their pet Lemii. That can't be right. Lemii are enemies of the Empire. Was that free? It was 200 years ago when our hideout was invaded by the biological weapon of destruction sent by the Imperial forces in an attempt to extinguish the last of the Corsairs. Those monstrosities were the artificially created Lemii. You're lying! The Lemii attack everyone, even the capital of Alzabi. Their pets turned against them. They were just one of the many heinous blunders made by the Empire. The Imperial Army in Urgan is invincible. Why would they bother with anything as hideous as the Lemii? Besides, the Empress would never allow it. Doubt me? See for yourself. RP walked to the other side of the ship. Wait, does that mean you've got one on your boat? We do, Alfmal. He must be lying. Of course he is. Can't be true. If Grand Vizier were here, he would say, trust your own eyes. Oh. Found nothing. Grand Vizier. We are scouring every inch, but this place is like a labyrinth. Vermeers. I accepted your proposal to make use of the Lemii's acute sense of smell in spite of your vocal protest from the generals and against my better judgment. Understand that you will not be leaving this rock until her magnificence is back under our protection. These Lemii have been enhanced through advanced alchemical procedures, Grand Vizier. I assure you, you will locate the Empress. You're right. Hi. You seem surprised, Cyndaquil. This operation should never have been necessary. I must admit, I did not expect you to be here to witness it. Pretty damn close, as I feared. Who is that? The one in the red armor. It looks like the Grand Vizier. It can't be. There must be some mistake. You seem distraught. Does it shock you to see your countrymen working alongside those abominations? Or perhaps you know this man in red armor? Yes. And so you should. He is, after all, spoiler, my brother. What? He is my brother. What is Lemmy saying? That she is close. Very close. And cover this area again. Leave no pebble undisturbed. Your will. No. My mercenary. Of course. This is just some horrible misunderstanding. There's some big picture that I'm just not seeing. All I have to do is ask. Rosfa! You force my hand. Oops. He's floating too. Along with me. Axor. What are you doing here, Rosfod? I received a report that you had been abducted. Are you unhurt? I'm fine, obviously. So you're the one who took her? No, he didn't do anything. I followed him of my own free will. You followed him? What were you thinking? You can't just chase after every strange character who catches your eye. Do you have any idea of the danger? You're trying to lecture me? You're the one who's working alongside Lemmy, sworn enemies of the Empire? Don't you understand? I was using these creatures to look for you. That's no excuse. Those creatures are evil savages. You're the one who used to tell me that when I was a child. Are you saying that was a lie? Grand Vizier, answer her question. Calm down, Afmal. Answer the question. Are you saying you don't have an answer? Listen to me, Afmal. These creatures are not the same Lemmy I have taught you to fear and despise. They are aiding our enemy as allies to the people of Aragia. They are, like your mercenary Cyndaquil. You have nothing to fear from them. Mercenaries? Like Cyndaquil? That's right. Your lies know no bounds. Nothing to fear. Not for their twisted masters, perhaps. Allies to the people of Aragia, you say? Those vicious demonesses that feasted on the flesh of my still living companions? Who are you? And what would you know of it? Bangs. I know all your filthy secrets. The words of a lunatic. That costume you wear, you are a descendant of the Corsairs? No, they wouldn't dare show themselves so openly. Well, you are. And now that you know, will you set your pets on me? Just as your ancestors did. It can't be. Is it true what he says? Grand Vizier, we require an answer. Afmal. You remember the last words of our father? We are the Emperor. The Emperor and Urgen are as one. Words that you took for your own, they do more than describe the absolute authority of the Emperor. They also signify a responsibility to protect the lives of the tens of thousands of citizens from our countless enemies within and without the vast territories of Urgan. There are times when carrying out this responsibility requires extreme measures. But those are not the only words he used. He also said, a heavy hand is not needed to govern an empire. A gentle hand will guide the people. Anyone can see the use of Lamia is going too far. You're twisting the spirit of his teachings. Afma. A time. Time. Sorry about that. Afmal. A time will come when you will understand. You always do this. Whenever an important matter arises, you treat me like a child. I'm supposed to listen to whatever you decide. And you expect me to accept the responsibilities of an empress? Ashmiria! Oh, that was a spoiler. You do not have the will to be empress. You are not prepared to allow your subjects to bleed while you remain unsullied on your throne. Why is this role so hard for you to comprehend? I'm so unsuitable. Name change happened there. Why? Why don't you become emperor? This isn't a game, Ashmal. Listen to me. I was once destined to sit the imperial throne. But as our father lay on his deathbed, he named you as his successor. I don't know what you're talking about. I know why. How should I know? I don't want to know. I never wanted to be empress in the first place. Let me tell you why. At the time when our father named you successor, the blood of the beast flowed in my veins, just as it does in these creations. The same blue blood that you and our father despise. But it rained. I didn't. I never. Listen, it was unavoidable. It happened while you were living at the temple. I received a mortal wound while fighting on the Eastern Front at the behest of our father. The only chance I had to survive was a transfusion of regenerative blood from a monstrous donor. I never knew. Now do you understand? I do. Now please, do as I say and return to the palace. I will, but... You think this is over? You think I will let two members of the Imperial family simply walk away? Rider in the darkness, you have my gratitude. Thank you for this opportunity to avenge my people. Your cursed bloodline ends here. Summon. And painful. What's happening to the Admiral? I've seen this creature somewhere. The Dark Rider. Meet your doom. I think that was gonna work out too well. Ow. Didn't expect this to happen so soon. Who's off? No! Nashmira, stay back. Shame you missed. Oh, I guess it's not a shame you missed. I didn't want them necessarily to die, but... and it's what you've been waiting for. Only got one shot at it. Quickly, take us to the ship. Hang about. Are you trying to give me orders? Just do it. Please, there's no time. The ship. Now. Right. Open a portal, push them all in. Nashmira, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Rosbond. I have to help him. Farewell. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. Came all this way for me. Forgive me, Syndicate. Please. Be the one friend I need. Stop! Damn it. Grand Vizier, I have an urgent report. Yes, my lord. Must return. This opportunity is beyond the capabilities of a single mercenary. This opponent is beyond the capabilities of a single mercenary. Your mission to locate Afmal is over. I release you from your duty. Her magnificence is with the Admiral of the Black Coffin. Who's off? Reassign the immortals searching for Afmal to surveillance of the Ashu Talif. Sir. Off. You may have been chosen to become the next rider. Be on your guard. Sir. Speak not a word of this to anyone, especially to the president of the Salahim Sentinels. Your remunerations will be sent ahead of you. Tell your employer your mission from the palace is complete. Dismiss. Yay, money. Hopefully money. So that was a fairly long, longer cutscene than what we're used to. In the blood. It looks like we're probably gonna have to fan it. Well, finish quite a few more of it. Where it's gonna let us Alright, it's getting late. I'm a little sleepy. But we'll go and focus on the Odd Ergen storyline until we can get Afmal back into the palace. Maybe the end of the mission, for all I know. I've never gotten this far on Dent. Probably because it never interested me that much. But we're gonna get it done. One way or another. So go ahead and put Cindy Cool to bed, get her back to Sandy, as well as switch her to Corsair so that when we log in tomorrow, we'll be able to get our Union stuff taken care of real quick and back into the missions. So yeah, we'll do missions on weekends. I don't know. Since there's no more missions to do. Alright, we're gonna log out here, and I'll be back on tomorrow around 9 o'clock Texas time. Thank you for watching, and I'll